Okay, let's dive in. Enterprise software, it's always a big investment, isn't it? Especially these really powerful platforms for handling data, like Talend, now part of Good, of course.
Right. They definitely come with a serious price tag.
Yeah, so the question everyone asks is, when does that investment actually start paying off? I mean, how do you even begin to calculate the return on something as, well, complex as data integration and management across a whole business?
Exactly. And, moving data around, that's often the easy bit these days. The real challenge, and the sources really highlight this, is actually trusting the data you have.
Trusting it, yeah, that's key.
And platforms like Talend, they're built for more than just moving stuff. They're fundamentally about um, data quality, governance, making sure it all scales up properly.
Right, so you're not just buying like a pipe, you're buying confidence in what's flowing through it. But
Yeah.
justifying that spend, that means really digging into the business impact, yeah? Looking past the shiny features.
Absolutely. And what's interesting looking through the sources is that the ROI, it doesn't just pop up in one single place. It shows up across different parts of the business.
Okay, like where? What do the sources point to specifically?
Well, first off, there's the straightforward operational efficiency gain.
Hmm.
Think about all the hours people burn fixing broken data feeds or, writing custom scripts that break easily
Right.
or manually cleaning data.
Uh-huh. The daily grind of bad data.
Yeah, the sources stress how platforms automate and streamline a lot of that.
Mhm.
Less time firefighting means your teams can actually focus on, well, more valuable stuff.
Okay, so saving time, fixing the mess. Got it. But what about hitting the bottom line more directly? Financial impacts.
Well, direct cost savings definitely come up in the
Mhm.
sources. Avoiding penalties, for instance, big fines for using data that's non-compliant or just plain wrong, that's a big one.
Ooh, yeah, risk avoidance.
And consolidating tools. Lots of companies have, multiple older tools doing bits and pieces. Moving to one platform can cut down licensing costs, maintenance.
Right, tackling that sort of technical debt, the hidden costs of keeping those old, maybe clunky hand-coded systems going.
Precisely. The sources suggest that debt can become pretty enormous over time if you don't deal with it.
Got it. So, efficiency savings, direct cost cutting. But good data, it should also help you make money, shouldn't it? Not just save it.
Oh, absolutely. Revenue enablement is a really key driver the sources identify. Cleaner, joined up customer data that lets you do much more effective marketing, better sales targeting, leads to higher conversion rates,
Makes sense.
and trustworthy analytics. They just fuel smarter, faster business decisions, things that directly impact revenue. The sources show how having that reliable data foundation is crucial for being agile. Quickly integrating data after an acquisition, launching new digital things, pivoting fast because your data isn't holding you back.
Okay, but here's something the sources must touch on. Getting these big platforms up and running isn't simple. There's the license cost, infrastructure, sure, but also getting the people the skills to actually use them well. How does that total cost factor in?
That's a really critical point, and the sources don't ignore it. You absolutely have to look at the total cost of ownership. That includes investing in the right people, your architects, your developers, data quality experts.
Right, it's not just the software sticker price.
Not at all. The real ROI calculation involves figuring out the current cost of your problems, like what's the actual financial hit from bad data or missed opportunities, and then weighing the potential gains against the total investment in the platform and the skilled people you need.
So how do the sources show this working in like real world scenarios?
Well, take healthcare. The sources mention features like data lineage, being able to track data from start to finish, plus masking sensitive data, validation checks. These are vital for things like IPOCA compliance,
Okay, compliance.
which directly lowers your audit risk.
Yeah.
And that's a very real, quantifiable cost you might avoid. It's not just abstract, it's about managing significant financial and reputational risk.
Or retail, right. The
Yeah.
sources mentioned that too. If your customer data is all over the place, bringing it together, cleaning it up, maybe adding more detail, that allows for that hyper-personalized marketing everyone talks about.
Exactly. And the sources connect that directly to measurable bumps in customer engagement, better conversion rates. That's clear revenue impact right there.
Yeah, I see.
So the sources consistently link specific platform features to concrete business results, saving costs, cutting risk, or driving revenue. But they also stress that while the tech provides the capability, it's the smart implementation and ongoing work by skilled people that turns that potential into actual ROI.
It really makes you frame the investment differently, doesn't it? It's less about just the tech's power and more about its ability to solve these fundamental business problems that are tied up with data.
It really does. And ultimately, when you look at all the source material together, the core message kind of boils down to this. When data quality, proper governance, and handling complex integration are truly critical for how your business runs, well, then a robust platform stops being a luxury. It becomes foundational.
So it shifts from being maybe a nice-to-have tech project to something essential for staying competitive, maybe even surviving, in markets driven by data. And the source leaves us, and you listening, with a really powerful thought to mull over for your own situation. The real question isn't, can we afford a platform like Talend?
It's actually, can we afford unreliable data?